Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the faction event of, I think it's Frostfire Keep. Frostfire Keep, yep. So high, mid, and low for that. Don't know why my studio's not working, weird. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. But yeah, we'll do Underspire as well, and I'm planning on going to the 7th boss this week. What is up, dude? It's acting like I'm not live or something. Where is it at? Strange. Sauna's here. At least somebody's here. Livestream's acting funny today. What are you doing? Might be my computer. Trying to sort some things out here. Give me a sec. It's being stupid. Frostfire Keep. I cannot find my own. Where's it at? Okay, I guess I'm not gonna do any... I want to do the chapters and stuff, like... It's not bringing up my stream at all. It's a new one. Something new every day, y'all. It's weird, like I'm in my YouTube studio. Usually I go to live and it has my stream there and I can mess with it and change the description, change the thumbnail. It is acting like I'm not streaming. So hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimpin' in it. Here we go. Maybe if I go through it like this. Always find a way. If something's not working, do the workaround. Okay, let me edit. Edit video. I had to go all into my stream like I was about to go into the chat, and then I had to go down to edit video just to get into my studio, because it would not pop up. And now it's just blank. Oh, there we go. Alright, erase that. I'll put a chapter in so you can skip all this junk. Ooh, it says add chapters to your videos to make it easier for your audience. I will. I'll do it myself. Playlists. Yeah, we'll be doing the faction event today and Underspire. And I already have a team for the Underspire, so... Because I started on it yesterday. But we'll make another team for lower level players. Playa. Holla holla. Let's go. No, don't do that. Computer problems, my bad. I'm kind of late too, so... That was part of it. And the studio's being dumb. But anyway, let's, we got Sauna, we got Livewire, we got Yoke, we got Mark. Come on, computer. Don't you love the first 5 minutes of me screaming at the computer in every stream? One of these days, I'm telling y'all, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna get me a new computer. They're not even that expensive. It's just one of those things where I just need to do it. It's an investment for me. It wouldn't even be like a splurge or anything. Like, I use it. You know? If you're doing something, if you're selling tomatoes, and you want to buy a new shovel, and you buy a new shovel so you can sell more tomatoes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that big. It's not even like a splurge. It's not even for fun. It's just I need it. If for work you need a phone and your phone craps out, you gotta call people, you get a phone. I need to do that. What's my problem? I like to use junk until it just stops working. That's my problem. I like to use junk until it stops working totally, and then I have to do it. Just like the PlayStation 4. I waited till it was burning up and on fire and, you know, the devil was coming out of it before I got a new one. I let it ruin multiple streams before I went and got... Well, that was a little bit different because there wasn't any to be bought at the time. But yeah, I love to run stuff into the ground until it explodes, and then I have to buy a new one. I don't know why I'm like that. Maybe I'm a cheapskate. It kind of goes along with the being free to play on Gems of War. Would you expect anything different? Like, I'm gonna wait till this laptop explodes and rots into the ground and turns to dust before I buy another one. Yeah, seems about right. And it's still not on my tab. I don't know what's going on here. It's strange. Do I got it in a weird order or something? Oh well. I'll do the workaround again. Anyway, so yeah, Tuesday faction event. What I would suggest is just to try to do it for free. Tuesday is not the day to be going to 500, but you know some people will, and then there's a leaderboard and stuff, so you could. Like if this was the faction that you're working on, it'd be a perfect time to go for a leaderboard. I don't super recommend it, but yeah, Tuesday's just the day where I try to do it for free, get some rewards, get it done, but do it like every time. Don't be not doing it. Alright, I'm just gonna... I don't know. I don't even know if I can add chapters today. Hold on. I keep saying to hold on, and it's like taking forever. Do karate and like button, yeah! Rockhound is here. I see that. I'm gonna have to add a whole nother tab. I'm gonna have to add another tab or something. But I'll try to get going here. But yeah, on Tuesday, you try to do it for free. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So what I like to do is just try to do it for free, and then if I don't get all rewards, then I spend the 30 gems to get the Chaos Orb. It's fine. It's worth it. Make sure you do it. You don't have to hem and haw about it. Just do it. You only have to buy the very first tier, which is 30 gems. Everybody should have 30 gems, and it's worth it for that Chaos Orb, that last reward. So sometimes you'll have to do that. Sometimes you won't, though. Sometimes you can get it done all the way for free. But we'll have to see, because it's different every Tuesday. Let's get in here. Here's the Pure Faction team. Let me show that to you. This is what I used anyway. I guess I got this one done. Just being so stupid. Well, this computer... But there's a Frostfire Wraith. It's pretty good. Steal life from the first enemy, boosted by frozen and burning enemies. And it has a 65% skull reduction. So this is the thing where you're going to win or lose based on this guy. Because, you know, he has all that skull reduction, so he doesn't get hit very hard. And then on the other side, he's stealing life from the first enemy. So he's gaining life back. So anything that he loses, he's probably going to gain back when he casts. So, and then you got two of them. So if you lose the first one, you just bring in the second one. You got Frostfire Troll, blue and red, just to get some mana. And then Frostfire King, just to have something different, really. Some like a little bit more damage, something to absorb the red that's created by the Frostfire Troll. So, I mean, you could probably go with, like, 3 Frostfire Wraiths if you want. But I just added this guy to soak up the red and just be something different. And I think it ended up working out. Let me go see if I got this on 500. Buy the weapon, yeah. Buying up to the weapon is a good idea if you don't have it. That's true. You guys always mention that and always forget to say it. But yeah, that's true. Frostfire Keep, yes, I have it on 2,500. So I have it all the way done. I did have to go to Lord level 200, it looks like, though. So it may not be one of the easier ones. It doesn't seem like it's a hard one, but... You know, sometimes you just go to 200 because you can. Man, the stupid thing. I'll try to read the chat off the screen so I can try to fix my laptop in between. But yeah, my horde level's 200, if that tells you anything. Maybe go to 155 to start with instead of like 133 or 111. But maybe not. It doesn't seem like it would be too hard. Got a nice troop. But yeah, once again, here's the Pure Faction team. Wow, now I got a black screen on my laptop. Just black. Nothing. Bottom bar will come up. Alright, well, I'm looking at a black screen, I guess. Mark! Choo-choo, huh? Yeah, buy up to the weapon if you don't have it. Because it's not going to be like the event only comes around every so often. It's a Stormheim week. It's not going to be a Stormheim week for a long time. So if you don't have that weapon... What weapon is it? It's probably not any good. But, you know. Frostfire Jewel. Deal damage to an enemy. If the enemy is frozen, curse them. If the enemy is burning, deathmark them. Yeah, it's not something you'll ever use, but you're supposed to get every weapon. So, yeah. Definitely do that if you don't have it. It's going to be a while till you can get it again is the reason. Not because it's good or anything. It's another weapon for Stormheim. And you could go further in the event. Just use all your sigils. Get a little further. If you're not anywhere in Frostfire Keep and you buy up to the weapon, just go as far as you can go, and that'll get you a jump start on it. But you don't have to go to 500 if you don't want. But let's make some teams. Let's get rid of this. What do we have today? We got blue and yellow. Blue is really good for the Truffle Shuffle. I don't think I'm going to show it today because I just showed it yesterday, but you got the Troll, the Forest Troll, Gob Truffle. They're all blue. Rowan is blue. Harpy Mage is yellow. You could do Stellarix Takshaka. I don't think I'm going to do any of those, but... Yeah, Takaka for sure. You could do that. I think I want to show my blue team again. I like it. This is not exactly what I would recommend, but I just told you a bunch of them, and a lot of y'all... Rowan, Truffle Shuffle. There's 3 teams for you right there. Takaka if you're high level. Truffle Shuffle if you're mid level. Rowan if you're low level. There's your 3 teams. And you could use Miraji Queen with your Rowan. You could use Harpy Mage with your Rowan. I think I want to do this team because I don't know. Feel like it. Show something different. It's a faction. We get these all the time, and you guys see the same teams all the time. So let me show you something different. I think it's Osha's Tome. Now, I'm not saying these troops are good, but I just like this team. It's kind of fun. And it works. I think it's a Miraji Queen, right? Elemental. Elemental. The Miraji Queen. And who do I cast first? I think I cast Aquaticus first. Yeah. Alright, so this is an all-blue team. Explode 4 gems for each blue ally and each elemental ally. We can make the whole team elemental, too, by doing this. So it's kind of a safe team. Okay, so now we have all blue and all elemental on our team. So the best team you can make for the Osha's Tome. We got a blue Storm with this Osha's Tome. We got Aquaticus, deal light splash damage to 3 random enemies. Explode half the blue gems on the board. Submerge all allies on matching 4 or more gems. We got Aquaria, deal splash damage to 3 random enemies boosted by submerged allies. Then we got Miraji Queen. Curse all enemies, convert all green gems to Doom Skulls. 50% start for elementals. So you can kind of see what I'm going for here. Just a fun blue team for you. Nothing meta or anything. But if you have Aquaticus and Aquaria and you want to use them, here you go. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Sauna, celebrate good times. Oh, yeah, Livewire. Hey, Sauna says, I can hear you. Mark, hello. Yoke says, good morning. Rockhound Grandma, thanks to whomever gifted me a membership. You're welcome. I don't remember who it was, but I'm sure they would say you're welcome. You do karate on the like button. Yoke says, buy up to the weapon. Very smart, says Sauna. Neutral Wanderer got gifted today by Sauna. Thank you so much. Running out there. Cape of Flowing, Sword of Shining. Geedralis is here. Hey, thanks for saying it right, Geedralis. Some people still don't get it. You get it, though. Yoke says, oh, I thought you were going to the club with Tesla and Holy... you aren't far off. You aren't far off. I'm not going to say very much, but... doing something other streamers probably Boulder is a good idea. Give me a sec, my hair's all on my face. Alright, let's show this team. Let me put a chapter. I think I can now. And then people can skip all that junk. Here we go. Frostfire Keep High at the 16:15. Jeez Louise. That's probably the longest I've ever taken to get started. Okay, so we got Aquaticus. Let's go. And early on, it's going to be pretty quick. It's not as quick as Stellarix or anything, but... You could also do Tesla, right? You got blue and yellow, so you got Tesla and Holy Saint Astra. Just like you just made me think of that by saying I was going to the club with them. That would probably be instead of Truffle Shuffle. Like I was talking about earlier, the metas for this faction is probably Talkaka for high level, Tesla for mid level, Rowan for low level. That's the metas, but I'm showing you something different because we have this crap all the time, and you guys have seen the same teams over and over and over and over, and I try to be cognizant of that and show you something different sometimes. And I think I always do... Like, here's the thing, like, choosing between these two. Like, this one actually explodes half the board, so I think I usually choose this over Aquaria. Because it has a chance to, like... get an extra turn, while Aquaria is just like you end your turn, so it's kind of the cleanup option. And we got 1.2, we got 1.15, let's do 1.2! Yeah, Tesla's fast. She's good. Tesla. We can't. We don't want to do. We don't want to see the same. You guys know what Tesla. You know that. You know what to do. We're just showing the teams. I wish I could just show the team, do a couple battles, show the team, do a couple battles, but you can't switch teams, so I gotta go through the whole thing. Osha's Tome. Now we have a Blue Storm and both our troops up. Aquaticus. They're all dead. $1.35, going in treasure multiplier order, because in my brain it makes sense to do that. If you don't think it makes sense, then don't do it. It's fine. Everything is fine. You don't have to do nothing. Alright, if I take yellow, at least it goes into Aquaticus. Or, yeah, it's Aquaticus. I remember when Aquaticus came into the game. I remember when it was Infernus, Aquaticus, and Obsidius. And they were all pretty good. It was like a nice little run of mythics. Probably like maybe 3+ years ago or so at this point. Infernus was the best one. But then Obsidius started to be, because of the stun, the earthquake. Like offensively, Infernus was the best. And then, but useful wise, it was before Elementalist. So Obsidius was really useful too. Like the one that was the least useful was Aquaticus out of all three of those. The Us's. Infernus, Aquaticus, and Obsidius. They all came in back to back to back. You know how they do that in this game. They come up with a thing, like an explodey weapon that does a positive status effect to a typing, and then it summons that typing. They do that until the cows come home. Like, why would they stop? They gotta add one for every kingdom and every typing. So they did the same thing with mythics at some point. So, like, put a little run of the same kind of mythics in. Aquaticus, Infernus, Obsidius. Some sort of damage and then explosion is what it's doing. They're all pretty similar. Do I consider myself a nerd? I think I'm like a closet nerd, you would say. I need to be looking for a house today, Mark. I'm already behind. I need to be, dude. That's why I say things on here like that. That way you guys hold me accountable and talk about it, so I do it. I was saying that yesterday. Do it. I need to. I gotta do something after this. As soon as the stream's over, I'll get something done towards that. Because we're getting there, man. It's gonna be June before you know it. It's almost May. And that's my goal, to move by June 1st. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm really trying. I'm going to try. You try harder, though, honestly. It's because it's really hot and cold here. It's so hot and cold. Here's what happens. It's very, very annoying here. And then I'm so distracted that I can't even think about moving because I'm so annoyed. Have you ever had, like, a toothache that's so bad that you can't even think of how to make a dentist appointment? Like, that's how it is. I'm, like, so frustrated and annoyed and distracted and, like, trying to, like, do things I need to do, but I'm still, like, super annoyed, and that it's, like almost too much to even... But then I'll, like, furiously be looking up houses at night or something, or in the morning, or I'll go somewhere and be like, I'm just freaking finding a place right now. But then it gets to... Then there's, like, one day of relief where people aren't crazy for once. And I'm like, oh, thank God, like... I'm gonna enjoy this for once. For one day, please. Like, thank the Lord they're not being crazy for one day. Like, give me a break here. So then I'm, like, doing that. When I should be probably going hard and searching. Making calls. Setting things up. Looking into things. You know how it goes. Just so hot and cold. It's not even keeled to where I would be like, okay, I need to... It's like... It's either super annoying, to where I can't stand it and I can't even think straight, or I get the relief and I'm like, oh, shoo, let me enjoy this for a little bit. But I got, like, everybody looking, and, you know, it's not really, like, I can't really do anything by myself. It involves other people, but I could do more for sure. I need to. Should make something happen today. And then it's on the other hand, Mrs. Sinny. She works at least 5 days a week for, like, at least 50 hours. It's not 40. Like, she works like 10 hours a day, at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6. So at least 50 hours, potentially more. And then by the time she has a day off, it's kind of the same deal. But it's adult. You gotta be an adult. When you got time to do stuff, you gotta do it. And you can't just always be resting on your days off. That's how it is right now. But Gidral says, do you consider yourself a nerd? I do, but like a closet one. Like, you probably wouldn't know it in real life if you just saw me. But that's the problem sometimes. Like, people will hate on you just for the way you look. In reality, you have way more in common than you think. Like, I could tell you about EverQuest and Final Fantasy and every Nintendo game from back in the day. And, like, I'm a video game nerd, that's for sure. I'm not like a book man. Like, I'm really good at math and, like, spelling and stuff, but I'm not like a science nerd or something. Like more like a video game nerd, I guess. I would say I'm definitely somewhat. But there's your high-level team. Just for fun. If you don't want to use that, do Takaka. Alright, do you want to just do the Tesla, or what should we do? Should we try to make something different? We'll see. We'll see what the options are, and then we'll decide from there. Tyrion's here! Balder would be good. I already washed the Kia, too. I took it to the car wash, like, not yet. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was very recently, so it looks good right now. I already washed it. I need to clean out the inside, though. It's not, like, a bunch of trash and stuff, but there's, like, rocks and dust. Yeah, I need to, like, wipe it down and just vacuum it. What level nerd? I don't know. Probably, like, a 5 or something. Mid-level? I'm a mid-level nerd. I'm a 4 or 5 or something. Um, Mark says, other than troops you get from Chaos Shards, why do Underworld? Just a question I've always had. Yeah, it's mostly for stats from the Renown, like Sana said. So you do the Underworld because you get more troops from the associated kingdom, right? And then it's also a requirement to do, I think, some of the Underworld for some of your kingdom level and power. Maybe. But even if it's not, like, it's the extra 4 troops that could contribute to, hey, you need 20 troops fully traded, or hey, you need 20 troops at level 20, or hey, you need whatever. Like, it's 4 more troops that are really easy to get for the associated kingdom. So, like, this week, Frostfire Keep is associated to Stormheim. So, you know, if you need more troops from Stormheim, you can just go to Frostfire Keep, open some Chaos Shards. That give you like 4 or 5 more troops from Stormheim that count towards it. And then, yeah, stats, like the Renown. There's a little, you can look and it's like, hey, if you get 25,000 total Renown, you get this stat. And hey, if you get 50,000 total Renown, you get this stat. And hey, if you get 75,000 total Renown, you get this stat. And it's not like a bunch of stats, but it definitely helps, and it's more like a high-level thing to get more, a little bit more stats. And they're pretty easy to get. Like, some of them, you do City of Thieves 3 times a day, you go around, get all the troops, and then you level all the Horde levels to 100, and that'll give you quite a bit. Like, it might give you the first couple stats just doing that. But eventually you'll get a couple magic. You definitely want the magic. I think it's only like 2 or 3 magic, but still, like, worth getting. Just like the troops are good, having more troops from each associated kingdom, and getting a little bit of stats is why you do it. Alright, what are the options here? Can we think of something different, or are we going to do Tesla? Can we think of something off the wall? I kind of want to use this guy, but I know most of y'all don't have him. Got Gorgatha. There's Holy Saint Dastra. The Truffle Shuffle I already mentioned. That's 2 mid-level teams for you. Truffle Shuffle or Tesla. You got Queen Beatrix, too. You got so many good options. You got Shagarath. Got Sir Quentin Hadley and Guard's Avatar. This is like one of the easiest factions to think of teams. You got the Deep King. He's not bad. You could use him. Do we have the Merfolk guy? What's his name? The 50% start. There he is, Triton. Is it the same color? No. Huh. Let's make up a new team right now. Alright, we're going down the Merfolk route. Heavy splash damage to an enemy, boosted by blue gems, then give all Merfolk 4 magic. 50% start for Merfolk. Summon an ice storm at the start of battle. We got deal true splash damage to 2 random enemies. Submerge myself and a random ally. We're going to double up on that. And now we just need a weapon. It would probably be the Osha's Tome again. Similar to the first team I did. But you could do... Like, we haven't used the wand yet, so let's just use the wand. But hey, if you want to use... You can do Mountain Crusher, you can do Osha's Tome, you could probably do Jar of Eyes. Like, any of those would be good. Become enraged when enemy dies. You could even... Oh, maybe I will do something. Hold on. Let's try it. Let's not even use the wand. Let's use Jar of Eyes. We don't even need the Blue Storm, but it'll give us a summon. Trying to make you different teams to be more interesting instead of showing you Tesla and Stellarix and Rowan. So bear with me. As far as class goes, you could be Merfolk. I mean, I do need to level it. I think it's Tidecaller, huh? Oh, I don't need to level it. Never mind. We got Freeze a random enemy at the start of battle. We got Cleanse Myself on 4 or 5 gym match. We got Reduce damage from spells by 20%. We got 50% start, which we don't need because we got the guy. Fairy fire a random enemy when an ally dies. Hopefully an ally is not dying. So let's just do this. Bonus purple, bonus green, or bonus blue. Our whole team's blue. Merfolk. Banner would be blue. Probably brown. Minus yellow. It's the Sea of Sorrow. Alright, I'm going to show this just because I feel like showing something different. Let's put a chapter. Let me catch up in the chat first. Renown gives stats to... Yep. Free pets too. Yep. Good point. I forgot about the pets. Remember, I've been saying that a lot lately. Like, you only need 3 pets from each kingdom. You got Epic Trials, Underworld, which would be this. And then each when the kingdom comes through, they give you a pet on Wednesday. That's your 3. And then we got holiday events and kingdom passes and campaign passes and Legends Reborn and PvP, and there's so many ways to get pets, it's crazy. Lurking from work, said Tyrion. Livewire says 30 gems average for what? Oh, Yoke says, on average, how many gems do people get per tribute? Mine is 15. Mine is like 20, 25-ish, 20. On average, I probably get 24. Like low 20s for me is probably my average. Of course, I can get up to 30. I think technically anybody can, but it's just like the more kingdom level, the more power you get, the more kingdom power you get, the more percent chance to get a tribute you get. But like, it's not worth blowing smoke out of your ears and blowing all your resources just to get like a tiny percent extra chance on a tribute for 1 gem. Because that's how it determines how many gems you get from your tribute. Is how many kingdoms gave you a tribute. -1, I think. So if 20 kingdoms give you a tribute, then you get 19 gems. If 25 kingdoms give you tribute, you get 24 gems. Something like that. It's weird. But that's what that's how it's determined. And the reason they're giving you tribute is based on that percent chance that from the kingdom power. So every kingdom has a chance to give you tribute every hour. And the higher your tribute percent chance is, the more likely it is that they'll give you a tribute. But it goes up so incrementally that it's, you know, you want to do it, but it's not something to like super concentrate on and blow all your resources, but it's just nice. You could get 20, you could get 30. The best thing to do is just get it every hour, collect it every hour. Whether you get 15 or 30, like, just the fact that you're taking it every hour is great. Because I could get 30, and you could get 15, but as long as you take 1 more than me, like, you're going to get 30. Like, I might only take 3 a day, and you could take 7 a day. Now you got more gems than me. I have a Forte Gidralis, like the upgraded model. Free pets. Mark's at 12. Yeah, like the higher you level, the more you do the kingdom powers, the more you're going to get for tribute. Some people get 30, some people get 25, some people get 20, some people get 15, some people get 10. Sauna says I get 20 plus per tribute. Rockhound Grandma gets 26 and 33. Livewire gets 30. Mark says I made a killer skull based team last night. I love the scholars. Livewire is swimming in gems. Lots of high kingdom power, he says. Mark says, now that I have Stella, my gem stack is finally up to 5,000 for the first time. You should be close to Diamantina, Sauna, says Mark. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Once you get the Epic Trials done and you get Diamantina and Stellarix, your gem stack's going to go way up. Livewire says, I'm at 60k, but buying every deed and an Underspire guild event to tier 6 every week, so I use it fast. Yeah, gems go fast. Noonday Shadow, sneak, sneak, sneak. I didn't wander in just now. Been here the whole time. I used to do that, dude. I know exactly what you're saying. You can sneak into class and, like, get in your seat real fast. The teacher's got her back turned. She's writing on the board. You, like, open the door real slow. You sneak in. You just, like, just get in your seat. Act like you've been there the whole time. Yeah, 5. I know the answer. Mark says, I know you and Mrs. Nugent are close. That's why I asked. Ah, Sana and Mrs. Nugent. Okay, let's go. Mid-level team, no mythics. Something different. That way you don't see the same thing all the time. You need Tidecaller experience. Maybe you'll use this team. Maybe. Hey, I need Tidecaller experience. I'll try. I'll take it for a spin. It's only going to take like 5 extra minutes. I could use Tesla or Stellarix, but I want some Tidecaller class experience. I mean, I could do that anyway with Tesla, but... The reason I put this dude in first slot is... Oh, I gotta do the timestamp. Shit. Frostfire. 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 Keep. Crossfire. You get caught up in the crossfire. Frostfire Keep mid. Anybody remember that commercial? You'll get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire. Somebody tell me. Now we have Optimas too, Gidralis. My neighbor has an Optima. Doot 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 doot. 1.4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nobody remembers that commercial? Come on, man. Maybe it's just like a United States thing. It's United States, man. It was for like a board game. It was like, I think it was like marbles that would like fly off a ramp and explode or something. At least that's what the commercial. Maybe it was cars. Maybe it was like a Hot Wheel track. I don't remember what it was for. Crossfire. You get caught up in the... Nobody remembers it. There's so many crazy commercials back in the day. Now I don't even watch any, because I just watch YouTube and I skip them. What's the commercial I'm seeing right now? It's for that one movie with the dude doing the thing with the guy. He's like a secret agent guy. Forget what it's called. Then you guys notice, like, whatever... I know this is obvious, and you probably... Whatever you're looking up is what you're going to see for commercials on YouTube. Like, after we bought a car, I saw so many Kia commercials, ads. If you're looking up a plumber or something, you're going to see, like, plumber ads. It's crazy these days how they know exactly what you... It's spooky. It's spoopy. Spoopy, you better not look up anything too crazy or you're gonna see commercials for it. You're gonna be like, oh. You could go, if you watch YouTube with somebody and then they can tell exactly what you've been looking up. Because all your ads. Like, why do you got that ad? Why do you got Garth Brooks with his shirt off? Got Fabio ads. What's going on, dude? You letting your wife use your computer? What's going on here? You got Magic Mike the movie? Why you got Magic Mike the movie ads on here, bruh? Fabio. Yeah, I've been letting my wife use my computer. I better have a talk with her. The movie with the dude doing the thing, dude, and he's like a secret agent. His family doesn't know until he gets attacked, and then he has to do karate. I feel like they've made that movie like 5 times in the last 5 years. It's the guy. He's a normal guy. He's living the family life. It's very boring. All of a sudden, he has to do karate, and he knows karate. And he's always known karate all along. He's been a secret agent, but he didn't have to do anything, so he made a family. And the family doesn't know that he knows karate and he's a secret agent. They think he's just boring old dad. Dad just drives the kids to school. Dad's boring. He don't do nothing. He's just mowing the grass. Then all of a sudden, all these ninjas jump out of the bushes and try to attack him while he's mowing the grass. And he does karate on them, and they all die. And then the neighbor kid was eating a popsicle and it just falls out on the ground. Like, what? That boring guy knows karate. He just beat the crap out of 5 ninjas. What's going on here? Yep, he's a secret agent. They called him up. He's got to go back to work. And the family doesn't know it. Now Dad's a karate man. All of a sudden, Dad is karate. He's mowing the grass. Getting the mail. And he rips the mailbox out of the ground, just beats the crap out of everybody with it. All of a sudden, he's just sipping his coffee, fixing his tie, putting on his loafers, sauntering down to the mailbox. There, you're so boring, Dad. You're so you don't do nothing, Dad. For 5 years now, you just mow the grass and get the mail and put on your loafers. Don't do nothing. All of a sudden, ninjas jump out while he's getting the mail. Rips out the mailbox, beats the crap out of him with the whole thing. Does a backflip, karate moves. Like, whoa, where'd you learn to do that? Loafer mowing the grass, man. You just weed whack. You beat him with the weed whacker. It's like he's like flipping it in the air like nunchucks. Weed whacker. He weed whacks them. He's like, weed whacks their face. He acts like nothing happened. He goes back sipping his coffee, looking at the newspaper. Yeah, what's the weather gonna be like today? There's a bunch of dead ninjas just laying all over the house. We should make that movie again. We'll call it Part 7. The Equalizer. Dez is here. Dez the Enforcer. Netherlands. Livar says, Sana aren't the Dudesons from the Netherlands. I remember those guys. They were on something. Like, I didn't watch the Dudesons, but they were on another show, and then I saw them, and I was like, whoa, they're kind of cool. I think they're on, like, Wild Boys or something. They were, like, with the Jackass guys, maybe. That's where I saw them, maybe. Yoke says Crossfire was a 2-person board game from the 90s. You put spinning bearing tokens in the middle and shoot them with a mounted gun that shoots BBs. Whoever shoots more tokens than the other team's goal wins. Professor says, I have not seen the previous for this one. All I'm seeing is Deadpool and Wolverine. Hey, you must be looking up Marvel stuff then. Trying to get a comic book graded or something? Livar says, okay, hopefully I'm not too far off with my geography. Maybe they're neighbors to you. Mark says, Cindy has quite the imagination to be fun at party. Yeah, I need to look up some Dudesons. Cindy Seagal. Yeah, it must have been Jackass, huh? Alright, what are we going to do for the low-level team? Are we going to try to figure out something different? Or are we just going to do the same old, same old? Could do Rowan for sure. We got Bork. We got Balder. Too bad Chalcedony is now Poopadani. Poop. Chalceduki. Chalceduki. Egress. Ecotl. Pegris. Forest Troll. Gimlet. I always do this for the low-level team. There's like epic, ultra rare, rare, and common, and I go through every single one of them, and it takes forever because I'm trying to figure out something different for you. I could show the one thing, I guess. All right, so if you're super low level, I've shown this before, but this is a different iteration of it. Ready? Remember, just use Rowan. Don't do this. I'm just showing you something different. Today is the day of different teams. You can do this. And you can level whatever class you want. So you don't have to straight up, you know, put whatever class you want on it. Like for me, I would do Oracle. If I was picking like the best team, I'd probably do Titan. I know I pick Titan all the time, but we could pick Thief or something. Or Archmagus. I always pick Thief, so let's do Archmagus. I'm going the wrong way. And it's the same thing as the Wall of Bones, the Wall of Tentacles, but I haven't shown the Dwarven Gate version. Let's do a Doomstorm. Someone freaking knocking on my door. It's always the worst timing. Let me go make sure, guys. Hold on. I think we're good. I think it was not that. Anyway. Banners. Alright, so either purple or brown and blue. Let's try brown and blue. There we go. Okay, so you can do this if you're low level, but you should probably do Rowan, or Tesla, or Gob Truffle Shuffle, or Takaka, or one of the other teams I showed you. But just in case. The only problem with this team is you have to have 3 Dwarven Gates, but they're not legendary, they're not mythic. Could be Geomancer and give them a 50% start. If I was going to change this team, I'd make it Geomancer. So do Geomancer. I already locked in the Archmagus, so I can't change it. But Geomancer would be awesome for this team. The idea is gain armor boosted by Dwarven allies. All other allies gain barrier and 5 mana. So this costs 15 mana, right? And there's 3 Dwarven Gates that each give it 5 mana. So all you have to do is cast the Dwarven Gates to get up the Black Manacles. All the while, your entire team is getting a barrier and a bunch of armor. Well, this thing will gain armor, and then the rest of the team gets barrier and mana. You know, and 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. That's just kind of neat team for low-level players. And this thing is a common, the lowest rarity. So I don't feel that bad. Alright, we got 1.2, 1.15, let's do 1.12, blah, 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 blah. Did I timestamp? Nope. Thank you. FFK low. 49. Save. Appreciate it. You can take skulls too if you want. Right now the manacles is just doing manacle things, but later on you'll need to get it back up, and the Dwarven Gate will keep you safe and get it back up. It's one of those teams where you don't even need to touch the board if you don't want to. Once you get like one Dwarven Gate up. It's cool, like the one will get up the next one, will get up the next one eventually. Like you just gotta get it going a little bit. If we had the Geomancer, do Geomancer, because then you'll have 5 mana on each Dwarven Gate. You'll cast the first one, it'll get up the second one. You cast the second one, it'll get up the third one. All the while getting up the Black Manacles too. So yeah, use Geomancer. I just didn't think ahead. Whoops. And then you don't have to touch the board at all. If you don't want to. If you're using Geomancer. If you do this... Now the whole team's got barrier except for the one that casted. Now it's got it though. At least this... They're summoning being annoying, but at least I can show the team. Watch. This gets up that. Up. This is up already. Anyway. You just got a bunch of barriers and you don't even have to touch the board. You just cast spells. We'll finish this one off and then we'll do Underspire. I forgot to mention the new Mythic this Friday in my weekly preview, but we do have a new Mythic this Friday. It seems pretty cool. I don't know, like, how... Are we going to use it, like, a bunch? Is it going to be awesome? All I know is it's not bad, and it looks interesting and pretty good. But we'll have to see. Remember, you don't have to get it right away. You could wait and see. I know that's hard sometimes. But Friday... Like, there's no prize for getting the Mythic as fast as you can on Friday. The only people that would get a prize for getting the Mythic as fast as they can on Friday are, like, YouTubers. Like, you get it as soon as possible and make a video as soon as possible. But if you're not a YouTuber, there's no benefit of hurrying up and getting the Mythic as soon as possible. I mean, unless you're like a team builder and you want to hurry up and make a team, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of reasons why people do that. Like, I want to get it as soon as it comes out, that way I can then build a team and then share it with everybody, and then no one else can claim my team. I made the team. I'm the one. Nobody else. You could be building the team right now, though, and just put in a substitute troop. Chad with the 2, running out there with Sana. Appreciate it. Sana was getting lonely, Chad. He was getting lonely. The wind was blowing her cape. It was cold out there. Bring her a coat or something. A jacket. Big fluffy fake animal fur on the collar. Bang! Yep, it's kind of like Wall of Bones and Wall of Tentacles. This is the 3... If you remember those 3 troops, Wall of Bones, Wall of Tentacles, and Dwarven Gate, you got blue, purple, and green you can do on... That's half the colors you could do this team. You could do an iteration of this team. Not that you need to that much. Like, you got Rowan and you got Guardians. And then you can start getting Underworld troops and stuff like that. You don't really need this too often, but it's nice to know about it. And, like, you might use it sometimes. Like, I think this team could probably do pretty high level Frostfire Keep. You're getting that barrier all the time. Devour what you... Like... Let's say you have to cast the Black Manacles like 5 times. Well, that's 5 chances to get a Devour, too. And it's a 20% chance for casting it 5 times. You should probably get it to go off at least once, right? And those Dwarven Gates are gaining armor and barrier. And they're hard to kill because of that. There you go. Just something different. I tried to do a different team for each rarity. High, mid, and low. Frostfire Keep is easy. Takaka, Tesla, Rowan, Truffle Shuffle. But I just did 3 teams that aren't those. Okay, Underspire time. Let's go. You ready to see my team? Come on, switch to seasons. Alright, so I already got the first boss. So I'm playing. We went this way. We got the boss. We went through the door. Now we're going this way. It's quite a long road. I got Balder, the Anor Mace, the Onyx Giant. I considered using Kumathalis. So that could be another way to go, like Kumathalis and Mistralis. But right now, this is what I'm doing. And I could use the Giant Sentinel as well, but I feel like a lot of y'all don't have it. Because if I could put this in first slot. Curse and Freeze. When enemies deal skull damage to me. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Deal double skull damage versus cursed enemies. So maybe I'll switch to that after I do a few with this. Just to see how it does. Like, the options are pretty terrible. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do for low level. Probably just Baldur's again. So it's not going to be very exciting. The thing with Baldur is he gets so many extra... Oh, and one other thing. There's no good blue weapon. So our Baldur is not... Like, when I cast Baldur, he's not guaranteed to get an extra turn because I don't have all blue troops. I just hate the blue weapons. They all suck. I'm not just going to use a blue weapon when they're these. I don't like any of those. So I'll give up a little bit of skulls for a summon, a positive status effect, some mana generation. Beg for Mercy's here. How's it going, dude? Underspire high. 5730. Save. Alright, let's see how it goes. Red extra turn. We got Baldur. But I think I'm going to cast this. Wow, they didn't die that time. I cast it again, though. Keeps getting right back up. Sick. I don't know how this is going to perform later, but my team from last week was doing fine on, like, almost the 6th boss, so... Should be okay. Here, we found the locked door. Alright. Oh, I gotta buy torches. Forget to do that. I don't want a repeat of last week where I only made it to the 5th boss. We got... Baldur time. And... they're dead. So even if we lose a Baldur, if it backfires, we got a summon. Uh-oh, here we go. It's doing the thing. Did the YouTube thing where it takes me down for a second. Summon a giant troop. Which might include other troops. This is Stormheim restriction. Now, most giants are from Stormheim, but there might be a giant out there that's not from Stormheim. Alright, let's do one more with this team, and then I might switch it up a little bit. This guy is a, if you don't have Leprechaun, if you're having trouble early game, because that is a thing. You know, you did your Goblin team or whatever your first team is, your Rock Worm team, whatever you want to do for your first team. I recommend Goblins. And you're working on your Rowan team. If you get to where you're already got the Underworld open and you still don't somehow have Leprechaun, you can go get this guy, and he's a decent substitute for Leprechaun. He starts with 75% mana. It's almost a Leprechaun. Just a little tip there if you're having trouble getting that leprechaun. Look at your summoning stones, you know, in green and purple, and open some glory keys and get into a good guild so you have guild seals to open. Like, get that leprechaun, but until you get the leprechaun, you can do trickster. You can go get it really easily in the warrens. Chaos shards. It's only a rare. It's a less rarity than a leprechaun. The only thing is it's 75% start instead of empowered, but it does the same exact thing pretty much. I forget to say that sometimes, because people do have... That's one question I get all the time. Like, oh, I have Rowan, and I have Clockwork Sphinx, and I have Black Manacles, or Mountain Crusher, or Golden Cog, but I can't seem to get this Leprechaun that you're talking about. Well, go get Trickster, then. I do the Onyx Giant first to put some sort of skulls on the board and to start hitting them with some sort of damage, and then cast the boulders, since we only have 3 blue troops. We gotta find this dragon. Alright, I wanna try, I know you guys don't have it, but I wanna see what happens if I try this guy. Oops. See if he's any good. Explode a column. Gain life. If any enemy is cursed, create 8 blue giant gems. And they're gonna be cursed if they hit us with skulls. And then, so they kind of need to hit us for this thing to be good, which is kind of weird. It might be something we use later. Oh, they just hit us, though. Alright, now we do this. Go purple. Ouch. Feels like it slowed down a little bit, but I think this would work later. Let's see what happens. Oh, nobody's cursed right now. Crush their face in with skulls, though. Did I show the team code for that last one? Stop it. There it is if I didn't. Titan to 50% start the Balders and the Onyx Giant, and then, you know, we got almost an entire blue team. This works really good super early. It'll like one-shot, but later on it won't. But you're going to put the skulls on the board, that way you're making up for not having 4 blue troops when you cast the Balder. I just don't like any of the blue weapons. If you want to throw a blue weapon in here just to be a nothing burger, then go for it. It'll help your Balder do more skulls. It's not horrible. I just feel like I'd rather have a summon and all the good stuff from this. Get the team up faster. Alright, I'm going to try this a couple more times, then I'll make a low-level team. What other games you guys playing? Anything else besides Gems of War? I played some Elden Ring last night. I hate that I'm playing it off stream, but it's like we're never gonna get it done unless I do that. And I'm not like progressing the story. I'm going back to old areas and like I killed a Erdtree avatar. I went into this little dungeon area and killed another little mini boss. It could be cool if I'd stream it every time I played it, but it just didn't work out like that. Not enough interest, and the game is giant and long and huge and takes forever, so gotta get her done. That's what I was playing other than this. Till I beat it. I got a couple new summons. I got like this pumpkin head guy now. I might use. I had to go around this one area and light a bunch of torches, and then like the torches were along the staircase, and it started lighting them all up. And once they're all lit, I got to fight this one boss. It was pretty easy though. I crushed it. Like I'm going back to these old areas and fighting mini bosses that you're supposed to fight early in the game, and I'm like smashing them with my spells. Like I probably should show that on stream because you guys see me like facing the hardest bosses in the game. Like I should probably show a stream where I'm going back and fighting mini boss and just smashing them with my magic in 5 shots. And that the boss doesn't crush me in 1 shot. It takes the boss like 4 or 5 hits to kill me, and it takes me only 4 or 5 hits to kill them. It's more fair. But nope. I kind of like that they're hitting me with skulls. Doesn't hurt, and we get to curse them and freeze them and then do more skull damage. And it doesn't matter if they're immune because we curse them first. Anyway, if you want to try this team, it's just the other team with this guy, which I think will be good later. I didn't cast a spell 1 time, but you could if they're cursed. If they're not cursed, I wouldn't cast it. Okay, let's try to make a high level, or a mid or a low. So I can't use any mythics. I can't use any legendaries. Well, I could if I want to make a mid-level team, I guess. So you have to come off no matter what. I mean, you know what I would recommend? I think it'd just be all Balders. You could do Plague Lord to give yourself a Skull Storm. Then you won't 50% start your Balders, but I don't know. That's what I usually do. Got Sudden Doom. Cause there's a restriction in PvP where it's kind of similar, where you can't use like the blue weapons suck. So you're either gonna use a sucky weapon, or you can just do Plague Lord and you can use a not sucky weapon and do Plague Lord, have a Skull Storm. And then we have a summon too, so for your low level players, if you're dying, you can bring something else in, maybe you get something good. I must stick with this banner. I just want to get my weapon up. Alright, so for everybody else that's not high level and doesn't have Giant Sentinel and Onyx Giant and stuff, I'd probably just recommend this. And you would think, oh, skulls, you're gonna... When you get to the 6th, 7th boss, you're gonna get screwed and backfired. But you got the summon, and hopefully the Balders doing extra turns. And hey, you're not high level, maybe you're not going to the 7th boss anyway. $109.10. Okay, let's go. Only got 1 torch left. I need to buy torches. Almost forgot. I'm buying 2 a day because that's what somebody said, and I ran out last time because I forgot to buy on Monday, and I think if I had bought on Monday, I would have got it done, so... Until I figure out exactly what I need to buy, I'm going to buy 2 a day, I think. Alright, here we go. Let's get this weapon up. Cast it. Okay, that didn't go super well, but... Do it again. I think the brown was missing because of the Taipan. So it's just a weird enemy. That's the reason. The first fight we had was against an enemy that turns brown into red, and then our weapon didn't have anything to explode. Can't judge it off of this one. Alright, let's show another one, because that stupid Taipan. Oh, man, I see the merchant. That sucks. If you see the merchant, you went the wrong way. After the first merchant. Like, the first merchant is always in, like, the second room. But if you ever see another merchant after the first merchant, you went the wrong way at least one time. So I just went the wrong way. Yellow and green to get up the borders. And cast the borders. With that Skull Storm, you're hoping it does extra turns. I'm only casting the first border though. I'm noticing so far. Oops. There we go. Oh, 2 sentinels. Let's get them. This might be the end of the stream though. We're at the end of the month. We just went, yeah. Unless you guys need anything, let me know. If you want to see more, if you have any questions, if you want to see anything else, you guys let me know. Otherwise, I might be done for the day. I showed the 2 things I wanted to show. I've been considering, like, man, what if I streamed, like, longer and more, or, like, twice a day or something? I don't know. It's probably a horrible idea. There are some streamers out there, though, that will stream for, like, 8 hours and, like it's their job or something. Maybe after I move, I could try that. I don't think it would work for us. I've never tried it, though. That would hurt my voice, too. I don't know. Maybe not. I was sick, though. Like, honestly, though, when I lost my voice both those times, I was sick, like, for those months for some reason. Like, I was coughing stuff up in the morning, and I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I'm better now, so maybe I won't lose my voice. Like, we did fine on the After Dark, but that was only like 3 hours or something. Seems to be when I get into that 4th, 5th, 6th hour recently. You know, what I was gonna do for I almost did for the anniversary stream? I almost played, like, all the games that I'm playing right now. Like, do different streams, but I didn't do it. It was the sippy thing. Mark says, are there any PlayStation games you play, Senny? Maybe some you can play with others. Yeah, just Elden Ring right now. I need to do that, though. I need to go look in the shop, and that's how I started this whole channel. I need to get back to basics, back to my roots. I need to get a PS5, though. That's I was just talking about how I need a new computer at the beginning of the stream. I gotta get a PS5 eventually. I can't just sit here and play on PS4 forever. It's almost like a, I don't know. If you're not a smart person, you might not. Anyway, you know what I mean? Oh, he's on PS4 still. The same thing. But just to keep up with the Joneses and stuff, I probably should get the PS5. Like I said, I was going to, but they didn't have any. And now I got this one. And you know what? Like I said earlier, I run stuff into the ground until it blows up, and then I buy the next thing. I'm cheap. You should see, like, our vacuum and stuff. Like, it doesn't even, you have to, like, not turn it off, or else it won't work. You have to plug it in, and it immediately turns on. Because something's wrong with the switch, and the switch is broken. I haven't bought a new one yet. It's because it still works. It still sweeps. I'm like the cheapest person ever. See ya, Chad. Have a good one, man. Thank you so much, bro. Have a good day. I need to think of the bad times when I get off here so I can freaking move. Get mad. Alright, we got another potential sentinel in this chest. Let's see if we get it. It'd be crazy if we got a different sentinel. I already have 4 different ones. What if I got 5? That'd be nuts. Whenever I say something like that, it don't happen, though. Let's go. Oh, it gave me 2 of them. 2 tokens of Anu. That's really good. Not even just 1 token, it's 2. Times 2. That's nice. Okay, so where are we at here? We're at a bunch of dead ends. We went the wrong way, but we got sentinels, we got tokens. That's fine. So I guess the way to the boss has to be this way. Right? Or I guess it could be this way. Watch it be backwards. Alright, let's do... I'm gonna do 2 more fights, and then if you guys don't want to see anything else, I'll probably just duck off a little early. Duck off! Duck off, you mother ducker. Suck a duck. Tomorrow is EverQuest, if anybody's wondering. We are heading on to the hardest floor of a dungeon that I died in last week. As soon as I entered, there was 1 million enemies, and they eventually killed me. It took them a minute. But they got me. They wore me out. They got me. I took out 4 or 5 of them with me. You know, I wasn't just dying. I wasn't just falling over dead. I took out 5, you know, took 5 of them to kill me. 6, 7 of them to kill me. There was 5 of their bodies laying around when I was dead too. But that's what we're going into tomorrow, if anybody cares. I gotta go, I'm going through a mirror. It's a tower, okay? You gotta find the key on the 1st floor to get to the 2nd floor. And then you gotta find the key on the 2nd floor to get to the 3rd floor. And you gotta find the key on the 3rd floor to get to the... So you can't... Once you die, your keys are on your body. So then you either have to go find the keys again to go get your stuff. You have no equipment. You die, you're dead, you're naked. And then you gotta figure it out. Because the keys stay on your body. That is laying on the 4th floor behind locked doors. That's what happened last time. I died. And as soon as I went through the mirror, there was 7 enemies standing there, like, not right away. Like, one came, attacked me, another one was right behind it, and then another one came up when I was finishing the first one off, and then another one, and then another one. It was back to back to back to back as soon as I jumped through the mirror. And I took out like 5 of them before they finally got me. And that's what we're doing tomorrow, jumping into that. If I die, I lose my level, because I'm barely into the max level. And on that game, when you die, you lose experience. So I'm going to go from level 60 to level 59 if I die. It's very high stakes, and it's the hardest floor for somebody said. There's 7 floors in this tower, and they say the 4th floor is the hardest. And that's where I'm at. So if you've ever even thought about checking it out, could be a thing where I get so mad I don't even put out a video, though. Everything goes wrong, just die right away, and then, like, what do I do? Am I gonna make a video about getting my body back? Alright, one more fight. And then Thursday, we got the class event. It's Titan. Titan is a good class. I still use it all the time. It's similar to, like, a Rowan, for example. You're gonna use it forever. It's just that good. Do that and some more of this. Some more, Journey and stuff like that. I had a blue extra turn that I missed. And then Friday we got new Mythic. Don't forget. I forgot yesterday, and I said, oh, it's arena, blah, 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 arena, weekend off. But I love when they do new mythic during arena weekend, so we have something. I hate when they do new mythic during, like, a Vault event weekend or, you know, something else that people actually want to see. Like, the weekend events really aren't that interesting, are they, if you think about it? We got Bounty, where you just replace your Bounty Captain with the new Bounty Captain. We got Factions, which you guys see every single Tuesday, and you probably already know what teams you're going to use, and it's just a color restriction. What else is on the weekend? Like, they used to have Invasion and Raids and stuff on the weekend, but then they made them the week-long ones, and they don't really do that anymore. So we have Factions, we have Bounty, we have Vault Event, we have Arena. Like, what else is there? And all those things aren't that interesting if you think about it. They've kind of screwed up our weekends. So the coolest thing that can really happen is a new Mythic. And even that, recently, people haven't been super excited because they haven't put out a good ones. I mean, they put out Talk Shaka, but other than that, like... This one does look interesting, though, I will say. I don't know, it just popped into my head. Like, the weekend events aren't as exciting as they used to be. It used to be, like, stuff people actually needed. They needed the team because it was some sort of an event that we don't have over and over. We have Bounty all the... You know exactly what to do with Bounty. You know exactly what to do with the Factions. Arena, you're just going to skip. And Vault, you do all the time, you know what to do. And that's all of the weekend events. We need like a new faction or a new class or a new event or something for the weekend. It's kind of boring right now, the weekend events. But what I'm saying is we have a new Mythic on Friday, so don't forget and don't think, oh, it's just another boring weekend event. Should be pretty cool. We'll make up some teams. We'll do a key opening. It's similar to like the Grey King, the new Mythic. It has an extra turn, though. It's a Grey King with extra turn. And the Grey King is a really good troop. So, this one should be good. Like, it looks okay. I gotta remember to do my holiday event and stuff, too. That's what they could do. I keep saying. They're, like, so stuck on this PvP thing. Like, they have to do it, and they can't do anything else. They should put out another new kingdom or something, or... Because then you could do a new class and a new faction, and there's new pets and new troops, and that's like one of the most exciting things they can do is put out a new kingdom. That or the overworld. We've given them that idea for years now. Ever since they had the underworld, we're like, do the overworld. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. It's not going to be a delve. It can be the opposite. Make it something different. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, dude. Make the overworld. Like heaven. Like outer space, whatever you want to call it. And you could make a different game mode up there. It doesn't have to be delves. It could be something different. It could be towers or clouds or whatever. Planets. We give them all these good ideas, and they ignore us and do their, well, we're doing PvP right now. Obviously, nobody cares or likes it, but we're going to keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep losing people. Who cares? We're doing this. Screw you. Fuck you, man. They're doing the thing with their arms where they like, ugh. They put one arm horizontal and then they do the other arm. Like, giving us that. Pretty much the finger. Fuck you guys. We're doing PvP. I don't care. Like, come on, dude. It's not that hard. Like, you can do your PvP thing. Do your alliances. That can be the first thing you mention on your patch notes. We did this, alliances, yada yada, Guild Wars is coming back. We're finishing up our PvP update. Here you go, it's the main thing we're doing. But also, look, we updated Treasure Hunt, and we put Dragonite in there, and we put Writs in there, and we put Diamonds in there. And now it's better, and you can go do it and get some Diamonds and Dragonite and Writs and stuff. Or, hey, we did the Overworld. Now you have a faction in the Underworld, and you have planets in heaven and clouds and stuff, and it's a whole new game mode. It's not just delves, it's clouds. You go out through the clouds. I don't know. can make it different. Different game mode. Come on. And everybody would be excited. There's a new game mode. A whole new overworld. There's heaven. There's planets. There's aliens up there. I don't know. A new game mode where you climb instead of delving. You go up. It's different. And they make it different. It's not the same as delves. They make a whole new game mode. Different rules. The last thing they did like that was the, whatever we just did, the Underspire, whatever it's called. And that was so exciting when they were gonna, but then it was like, And they're talking about choose your own adventure, and you're gonna luscious garden, and do you go up the spiral staircase or not, yes or no? Then it's just like blank hallways with, but still, that was kind of exciting. They need to do something like that again. Come on, dude. They're like so stuck on this. They're going to do PvP update, and then they're going to say, we fixed some bugs. And then they're going to say, they're going to add like something else. I don't know. A new troop in the Soul Forge, or a new dragon, or... Which a new dragon would be okay. People would like that, but... It's kind of starting to piss people off, probably. Like, Diamantina, I almost got it. Stellarix. Now which one do? I don't know. Here's another one. Uh-oh, now which one do I go? Here's another one. I still don't have the first one. I keep getting the same dragon. Anyway, I just feel like they need to... You know, if you got 15 people working on ideas, you know, 10 of them can work on PvP. Let the other 5 work on something that people actually want that would bring people back. Whether it's a treasure hunt update or an overworld or whatever. Like, those are my 2 ideas. He said front? What do you mean front? New banners and a Magic Kingdom. Oh, the Mythic. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Livar says, I was wondering if they'd put out another tier of troop beyond Mythic, like a Relic, and you can't just orb a Mythic. You need X amount of copies to ascend it when Mythics first came out. Yeah, they can make... That's so easy. They can make Boss. A Boss. Instead of Mythic, the next one's Boss. Just like Zul'Goth and CT and Enraged Kurandara. And it's just red. They already have it in the game. They could add... That's simple. Just call it Boss or something. And they're red. And now we have to get them to level 25. And we have to... Maybe they gain another trait or something. Maybe they have 4 traits. They would have to give Zul'Goth and CT and Enraged Kurandara another trait, but... Now they go to level, and they make them all go to 25. They could put it in right now. They could say, hey, we're going to add a boss level ascension. And they would just have to fix the bosses that are already in there. Then you'd have to level them to 25. Like, they'd have to change some things. Like the orbs. Maybe there'd be a new resource that takes you above 20 for your level. Like, plus souls. Like, you still use souls, but there's another one. And then maybe there's a 4th trait that you can unlock. Like, we're thinking of ideas right now just easily in 5 minutes, and they're just stuck doing PvP and probably hating life and... Yeah, that'd be cool. I was thinking that too, like 1 vs 1, 3 vs 3, and 5 vs 5 game modes. Yeah, like a 4th trade, or, you know, level 25, or maybe it gives them another spell that they can choose. I don't know. I don't know, but they could think of something fun. A kingdom for bosses, or a kingdom for Apocalypse, or a kingdom for the Vault. That'd be another easy thing. Like, it's already in there. You just gotta add it. Make a Vault Kingdom. And then they could put some cool game mode in that kingdom that has to do with Vault Keys and Gnomes and Gnomapaloozas and Verse Gnomes and stuff like that. Like, you could go to that kingdom and you'd have a higher chance of encountering some of those things. Maybe they could make a pet kingdom. You could go into a pet kingdom and have a higher chance of encountering pets or something. For the pet people. Like, make a kingdom for the pets. I don't know. Make a kingdom for the Vault. Make a kingdom for the Apocalypse troops. Make an overworld, a heaven, an outer space. Like, these are ideas that they could do. Make a, like you said, make a boss ascension level. Go to level 15 and explore and make it to where we get stuff we actually need and want. We can only go to 12 right now, and you get tokens. You can get Nisha tokens, but, you know, we get so many orbs that we don't need them anymore if you already have your globals. Give us something we actually need. Make it 15, and put something in that 15 boss chest that we need right now. Like Dragonite or Ritz or whatever. Guardians, Primal, and Apocalypse Vault don't have a kingdom. I know. I don't know if they ever plan on doing that or not, but... Like, why even... They could have made them from some kingdom. They didn't have to make them from a kingdom that don't exist. I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm going to get out of here. You guys are the best. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about channel comment below. We got our faction teams done. We got our UNDERSPIRE teams done. We're almost to May, right? What's May? Is May tomorrow? So this is the last live stream of the month. We did pretty good this month, you guys. I appreciate it. It was like... Usually it's like every other month we have a little bit of a down month. But we had a good month this month, so I'm happy with it. You guys are awesome. That stream was very successful. We're going to do it again. And so in May, we're going to do the chatathon at the end of May. So in June, which now we're guaranteed to have June too. In June, we'll do the After Dark again. And maybe I'll bring 2 of them or something stronger, or who knows. Because it went well the first time. But thanks for joining me today. Sauna, Livewire, Mark, Chad, Beg for Mercy. We got Chad with a thumbs up that too. Appreciate it, man. Everything helps. It's always nice to get something and to feel like I love helping people, but it's always nice. Definitely makes me feel better. And like Mark, Sauna, Professor, Yoke the Ham, Des the Enforcer, Geedralis, Professor Geedralis, Noonday Shadow was back again with the Reaper. Livewire, Rockhound Grandma was here today. Yoke the Ham, Mark, Geedralis, Tyrion Shark, also a Reaper. Geedralis, Mark, Sauna, Lady Alfield, Yoke the Ham, Mark, Sauna with the gifted, went to Neutral Wanderer. Appreciate that so much, helps a ton. You're the best. Oh yeah, legend. And Sauna was first, Livewire was second, Mark was third. We need to start keeping score. Like if you're here first, you get 3 points. If you're second, you get 2 points. If you're right, if you're here first, you get 3 points. If you're second, you get 2. If you're third, you get 1. I don't know. We used to do something like that called MVS. It was okay for a couple months. I think Chad won it like a million times in a row. And DC United. If it wasn't Chad, it was DC. It was like 2 years ago. Probably 3, because I always say 2, and I always say it's not enough time. Anyway. The apple juice streams, I know. I wasn't sure if I could say it. I mean, I've seen other people do it, but I've never seen... Have you ever seen anybody do that? I think, like... Not exactly what we did. We, like, invented something that day. That was cool. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Make sure you do your holiday event. Remember, Adventure Board, Dungeon. It's Tuesday, so Faction event is important because it's not going to be there tomorrow. But the holiday event is the same thing. Like, these turns will not be there tomorrow, so make sure you do your holiday event. Adventure Board, Dungeon, Faction. I think those are the things that for sure you should get done today. Check out your XP booster. Check out your Adventure Board. Do your Dungeon. Do your holiday event. Do your Faction event. And then after that, you do all the rest of the things. Because those are the things that you have to do today or they won't be there tomorrow. But, yeah. You guys are the best. See ya Thursday if you're just coming to the Gems of War stuff. We'll do the class event. Peace out. Yeah, I'll see you next month.